Merrick 642 to Chevy.
Go for.
Where do you want the MBU to meet at?
Just go to 839
Welcome
Mechanic Shop. I'll
everybody,
be there in a
very
minute.
much here. You're gonna hear some noise in the background. Sorry for that. That is currently my radio going. I
believe
hope
we
you
have a
guys are
walk-in who's
having
gonna tell
a
us something, but he,
wonderful
paid
day
you.
going, and we're gonna get into a little bit of GTA 5 roleplay. Right now, I'm gonna start out as my supervisor character, which is gonna be LSPD Sergeant James Ghost,
4-3 to the
and we'll see what
fire
happens
EMS that are
throughout.
going to be in the parade.
Now we got a parade going. That's what's going to be happening. So that radio is going to be going off
10-9 fire EMS.
insanely.
Fire EMS
Other
in
than
the
that, I
parade.
hope
Are
all
you
y'all are
guys
having a
lining up
good
with us
day.
on Innocence in front of the
We'll see
Davis
what happens
PD,
tonight,
or are you guys going to
and
meet us at a secondary
we'll go that
point?
way.
Once we are set up, we're gonna come to Davis PD.
Hey, firm, come up to the front of the line. We're gonna put you in right behind Mobile Command, or probably right in front of them.
Question, should every unit fill up the gas tank?
Yeah, honestly, boys, just respawn your cars. We're gonna be sitting here for a minute. Either shut them off, or just kind of idle and just try to keep as much gas as you can. We're not gonna be stopping.
Here's another thing. Everybody stay off each other's ass as well, so if we start desyncing, we're not slamming into everybody.
Yeah, I can't drive legacies.
Get the fuck out the way! Fuck.
Vince, I'm trying to use a campaign livery. Like, I'm trying to use my high-speed unit, and they're telling us we can't, so we're just gonna step away. See, he's using it too. He's using my legacy, but I can't use my legacy. Yeah, we're gonna step down from the parade. So I was literally just trying to use this. That's all. Yeah, and he's saying we can't. So I'm out.
Hey, are you guys have all your cars out?
I'm not doing this since
Just start line up so we see what's going.
Yeah.
Wait,
Vince here says we can't use these.
Why not? Hold on.
Because they don't want to look stupid. That's what he said.
No, everyone line back the fuck up. Four three. All units using legacy, just line back up. It's fine. 832. I honestly, do whatever you think would look best to fit in. That's what I care about. It's a video game. I don't know why the fuck they're about it.
Hey, Camaro.
Just hop back in wherever you. Oh, fucking car.
Apparently we're doing a parade, so I'm just kind of lining in, and I heard somebody saying something about legacies, and some of them not being able to be used. But honestly speaking, go fuck yourself. Or that's how it goes. That's exactly how that's gonna work. Just go fuck yourself.
Four three. We're gonna be taking off here in a couple minutes. Just everyone get set up.
Apparently we got a few streamers going on right now.
Tiff, you on the air?
I guess
4-5, can I
let's
go
first,
TP me,
and
please? I'm
then
falling
it's
to the map.
going to be what looks like a bunch of state troopers, and then these guys, and somebody just passed on motorcycle. I have no idea what
4
the
through to
route
MBU.
is or anything.
Go for MVU.
We're just kind of gonna go with it.
Alright, I believe all units are
68,
clear and ready to go. If you guys want to start kicking it off, I think we're ready to get the fuck out of here.
Tango 642 to 1003.
Go ahead.
I code 0. I'm coming back right now.
A firm.
Sierra 10, all units at 827. Is anybody not ready that's in this line?
Me.
Besides you.
04, I think we're all good to go.
10-4, we'll wait on this other unit to join back and then we'll get rolling. We should also offer a moment of silence at some point during this parade as well, whether it be at the end or the beginning or wherever. We should all offer at least 30 seconds moment of silence, if not longer.
We'll most likely be doing something when we get up to the fucking place where we're going. We'll figure it out. We have it's a good chance to take. If we have any other residents from New York, anyone who's either old enough to remember it or who has family from it, just try to find one of us when we get to where we're going.
Just
and
a reminder.
we'll make sure you
one
get it
car
on.
length
Remember,
away.
people, this is a fucking video game, but we're still gonna be cordial and treat this as if you know we're actually trying to pay our respects. Just remember that. Don't get all fucking butthurt because shit isn't going right, or because you didn't see something you didn't want to see, or you didn't get to say something you wanted to say. Just remember that. All right. We're all doing this because we wanna all
do you
show
think about my car?
appreciation and whatnot.
What?
Just
What do you think?
give each other some slack.
This is what this livery was made for.
It looks good.
Hey, I don't know if anyone's religious here. I am. But is it fine if we do a pray before we start?
Hey, no matter who's laughing or not, motherfuckers in the chat laughing. If you're not religious, if you're fucking atheist or whatever, just fucking play along. We'll do something when we get there. We'll do it for the people who are religious, and again, if you're not, you're gonna fucking just play along. People here, it means to them. Yes,
We don't
most
find
likely
no
be doing
fucking
something.
way. Just do it. You're gonna like it the
This
way it
Chevy.
is.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has wanted to participate in this. I'm going to go ahead and say now, granted, I was a year old when 9/11 happened, but doing this, all y'all wanting to participate and do this, it means a lot to me, and I really appreciate y'all wanting to be a part of this.
Hey, the one who offered to pray, it's Nick Green here. Is it fine if I do the pray before we start?
We can either most likely we're probably gonna do it when we get there. We've been sitting here for a while. Let's start getting units there, and we'll get it kicking in action when we get up to there. We still have a long drive.
Okay, I'll pray when we get there then.
Yeah, that'll absolutely work. We'll have everyone line up and we'll figure something out.
Hey, what's the postal where we're going again?
It's going to be the Vinewood Bowl. We've got our
User
other
entered your
NBU
channel.
unit back. He's prepared now. If everyone is ready, we will go ahead and set off and start this thing
User
going.
entered your channel.
10-4, remember all units, just give each other space where we're not hitting each other and everything else. Just give each other space. Take y'all's time.
Are we starting?
Shut up, Valerex. Yes, we are. Don't rape your sirens. Just clear the intersections if you need to, and if possible, I know it's a request. Let's get another ladder unit when we get down there. But we're pulling out. Go ahead, EMS. Give him a second. It's EMS. We're slow.
Front, away.
Tango 5, we have a bird down.
The fuck happened to the bird? So right now we're going down through a parade because today is September 11th. Back, oh boy, 22 years ago was the falling of the Twin Towers. So we're having a quick commemoration of it, kind of going through the city, memorializing everybody. I do know a couple of people that know where it was. I was only 1 year old at the time, so I don't know anything about it. Well, I know about it, more of I don't remember anything about it. I was 1 year old. What do you want from me? So we're having a little parade just to show our thanks and respect those who have lost their lives.
User entered your channel.
We're probably gonna get back into roleplay and it's gonna be chaos as soon as we do. I love how there's just a random motorcycle on the side of the road.
User disconnected from your channel.
I'm gonna look down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all just like to stop at hard times.
Alright, units, we're gonna be pulling into the bowl here. Be patient when you're pulling in. I don't know how we're parking here yet. We'll figure it as we come in. Just be patient and back in as you can.
Charlie 06, we have a red motorcycle hitting other motorcycles with a crowbar. If some governmental wants to deal with that, it's gonna be a red motorcycle, no shirt, red pants.
Either government can get him or one of y'all can blow his fucking brains out. I mean, it was pretty clear cut what was said at the beginning of this, what was gonna happen to people who wanted to interfere. Never mind, look at that, on top. Alright, we got parking spaces, so let's have MBU stop right there, and let's have units pull up and park into spaces as granted. Ah, shit.
Filing, boys, filing.
1 Charlie 06, you guys got the wrong guy.
Negative, they were both messing around. They're both gone.
Thank you.
Fire, if you guys want to line up alongside those palm trees or any of the larger apparatus and just have the actually, you know what, keep it how you guys are. You guys are looking beautiful. Have let's see if we can line that bus back up with the ladder. What? Alright, we'll line up double lanes. Motherfuckers! No bumper carts.
User disconnected from your channel.
Crown Vic unit, try to back up just a minute so I can straighten up and be in line with everybody else, please.
Medic, you can back up.
Alright, y'all are good, thank you.
EMS, you can back up a bit more.
Alright, gents, once you get all your units lined up, make them all nice and pretty, get all the pictures you want, let's try to meet up on the stage area.
All fire department for me.
4 or 5, one of
User
the MBU bikes
disconnected
fell
from your
down if
channel.
somebody wants to pick it up.
Shadow, Shadow? Can't wait to hear your speech, buddy.
Alright, let's do presenters up on the stage and audience down here in this little fucking pond looking thing.
Does it matter?
Can you repeat that?
What? Do I have
Just
the wrong shirt
come
on?
up to the front,
Can I
have
do
the people
short
who
sleeve?
are in the audience down
It's fine.
off the stage and everyone who's talking or a part of the presentation up on top.
Alright, I'm in there.
Head out to the audience, that means all the way to the audience?
Yeah.
Units and channel, if you still want to get down to the parade presentation, it's 531 at the Vinewood Bowl. We're gonna be starting here in a few seconds, few minutes.
Can everyone back up a little bit?
sing in front of everybody.
And then there's multiple people speaking for.
Where's Shadow?
No idea.
Hey,
If you
make
guys
sure-
are wanting to listen to this, join community meeting in the main Discord.
Hey, everybody, listen really quickly. Listen to me real quickly. Whenever the national anthem is being sung, spoke, whatever, make sure you all do the T/E salute muscle.
And also
If you're in
remove your hats,
uniform.
but that will be announced later. Also, make sure everyone is inside of our community meeting VC.
So unless you guys are leading off the first second, come over here for the LEO, and then over here for the fire.
Excuse me, please.
User in your channel timed out.
It's the obvious as possible.
Officer, could you scoot over?
You guys around me, back up a little. Yeah. I'll lead off.
Oh,
Hey, Walker.
What's up?
Actually, let's let Nick lead off with.
Well, I'm gonna welcome everyone,
Okay.
and then lead them into prayer, and then lead them into worship. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, and then
Alright.
let's lead them with the.
So I'm about to do something that's probably
So you
going
want to do prayer, moment of silence,
fuck
and
up
then
completely.
into anthem.
what is happening here. So
And then, do you want to lead off with our first speech, or you want me to?
I'll let you.
here, and I'm gonna
10-4.
stay quiet. So.
User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, so we are in here in the community meeting now. This is where everybody's going to be talking and everything. So we're just gonna line up and kind of listen to what they have to say. Hopefully it's good. Because if not, then we have to sit here and yeah, whatever.
This is military 4.
After the anthem, we're gonna go to military 4.
Hey, Walker.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Hello, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to thank you all for coming out to Los Angeles County Role Plays 9/11 Memorial. We have a few speeches planned today. We have a national anthem and a prayer. Will Nick Green please come up here to the front with me? He's going to lead us off in prayer, followed by a moment of silence.
Okay. Thank you very much, A. Walker. I'd like to invite all of you to in-game and IRL. Take off your hats, bow your head, and join me together in this prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all here today. We bless those souls that sadly were lost on that fateful day 22 years ago. We bless those families and loved ones that have lost many during that. We bless all the future generations that come to learn and educate about this terrible, terrible day. We pray that all the families, all the loved ones, friends, dogs, goldfish, you name it, have all recovered from that event and will remember those who have fallen. We pray for those brave New York firefighters who risked their lives, those brave men and women who ran into that building fearless to save hundreds of people, men, women, and children. We bless those officers that helped people on ground zero, helped them away from the building and treated. We pray for those medical employees, those EMTs, paramedics, and such, for treating the wounded and the mentally scarred. We bless all the commanding officers, both NYPD and FDNY, who were working very hard to strategize and move the operation. And we pray that those lost souls are up there in heaven. We hope that they live a better life, one better than they had on earth, that they look down at all of us with smiles, knowing that we lived on. And in Lord's name I pray, amen. That is all.
Amen.
Please, everyone remain silent for a 10-second moment of silence. Alrighty. Next, will Trooper Matthew Gowdy please meet me at the front? He will be singing our national anthem.
Oh, this should be good.
Give me 1 minute.
Hello, everybody. My name is Trooper Matthew Wacker with Central State Troopers. I'm going to be singing the Star Spangled Banner for the LCRP 9/11 Memorial Day. My voice is a little bit rusty, so bear with me here. We're getting through it together, and it should only last no more than 45 seconds. So please prepare yourself in the men of your faith. If you're going to salute, please take your hats off. Yes. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early dawn what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket. Hello.
The fuck? Is that it? His mic got unplugged. I love that.
Alrighty, everyone.
National anthem.
Dowdy, you're gonna be able to fix your mic.
Should get a
All right.
chance at that.
All right, so next I'm going to. Everyone can lower your salutes and re-put on your hat if you would like. So next, everyone, I'm going to go into a small speech about 9/11 and then move into a quote. So 22 years ago today, we lost 2,977 victims to murder-suicide. Of those 2,977 victims, 343 of them were active members of the New York Fire Department, including their fire chief. 71 of them were law enforcement officers who died in the World Trade Center or on the grounds in New York City, Ground Zero. A U.S. Fish and Wildlife officer died near the crash in the field near Pennsylvania, and 55 military personnel died at the Pentagon in Virginia. And at least 102 countries lost civilians in the attacks. And I'll leave y'all with a quote from Senator John Kelly about the attack. It was the worst day we have ever seen, but it brought out the best in all of us. Sergeant Chevy, would you like to come up here and say your part?
So there's just a couple things I want to say about this. I might read one quote from it, but more of this is coming straight from me. The day that terrible incident happened is, if we learn nothing else from this tragedy, we learn that life is short and there's no time for hate. I know a lot of people that can do you dirty, they can do you wrong, family can do you wrong, but the only thing I can say is this: when them families went to bed on 9/10 of 2001, they expected to see their relatives, their friends, and anyone else who was close to them or they knew. They expected them to come home perfectly fine at the end of the day. Many of them did not. What I'm trying to get at this, granted, yeah, we might say, I don't like that person, I hate this person, you turn a cold shoulder on family. But at the end of the day, those are the people you're friends with, those are the people you love. You never know, you could go to bed tonight, you wake up tomorrow, you might not have some of them friends or family no more. You might not have them in 2 days. Just make sure. Granted, you might hate them. Throw that out the window. Give your loved ones a hug, whatever. At the end of the night, call them. Just tell them like, "Hey, look, I'm here if you need me." Give them a hug because you wake up in the morning, they might not be there no more. Just make sure you throw that hate out the window at the end of the day, because you never. If you lose that person, you're gonna live the rest of your life with the last thing I did to them was this. I haven't spoken to them. Make sure you love them at the end of the day. That's all I got for me. If anybody else wants to say anything.
I'll pick up on one if anyone else has one. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna start off. This we all know this is a video game, right? So why are we all here? We're doing this in here. You know, this is it's. I know some of us it seems a little silly, you know, doing a little parade or whatever for this, but I think it's more about trying to let everyone understand. You know, this was more about coming together as a community for something that was important to a lot of the members. I know a lot of you guys are young, or you know, coming into the age of teenagers. You most likely aren't learning about this in school, or if you are, you're not learning about, you know, complete ways. You haven't seen the videos, you haven't, you know, experienced it, heard the experiences from your family, you know, your close relatives who possibly were in the area or watching on the news. If you have time, try to watch some documentaries. Just maybe go on Wikipedia. This is not only is this the biggest terrorist attack that has ever gone on, but this is the only one that has hit the mainland. It has hit home, and it killed 2,996 civilians on that day. 343 FDNY members, 23 FDNY EMS members, so that's EMTs and paramedics, as well as voluntary units. There was 2 from Lenox Hill, 1 from Forest Hills Volley, and a couple others from different sub-agencies. And I believe it was 27 NYPD officers and MTA police officers. Try to figure out why. You know, we this is the 22nd year that this kind of stuff has been going on. You know, remembrance. You know, if you're in New York, if you're a member of New York, I know a couple of my friends here. We're all members of, or we're not members, but we're from the boroughs. You guys know we've been doing this for 22 years. Go down to the site. You light your candles for your family member, your lost, you know, lost coworker, what have you, and you say a prayer, and you say it because it's a feat to understand how they died. It isn't, you know, the normal way of a firefighter or a police officer or an EMT paramedic passing away, you know, in a horrible accident or you know, shooting, car accident, whatever accidents. Not, you know, something that is deliberate and happening on mainland in the busiest and most important part of our country. You know, they hit the 2 biggest buildings in the Eastern Hemisphere that held all the trade for basically the entire globe, and it ran through those 2 buildings plus a couple the other smaller sub buildings that were around the area. You know, it was a very important part of our finance and our history in our country. Just take a moment. You know, I know you guys are young. You probably don't really give a shit about it. Don't give a fuck. It's another day for you guys. You know, maybe you guys had a day off, whatever. You probably actually didn't, because no one gives a fuck about 9/11, about, you know, anything about it anymore. But try to actually take a second. I know most of you won't, but there might be one or two of you that do. Take a second tomorrow. Go ask your family what they remember from that day. Maybe look up a YouTube video. You know, read a paragraph on Wikipedia. Do whatever. Just try to remember, you know, the families and the service members who passed away on that day. It isn't just another day to most people. You know, they will remember that for the rest of their lives, and they will see images of it till they die. So just don't treat it as another day. You know, they say 9/12 was great because 9/11 was horrible. I know someone said the quote earlier, or he might have said something similar to it, but you know, our country did flourish after 9/11. I don't know if, you know, any of you had family members who talked about it, but those days after, when we, you know, I know we didn't invade Iraq for the right reasons, but
User
the
disconnected
culture
from your
that our
channel.
country had, and just the camaraderie was second to none. So remember why we come together for these kind of moments of prayer 22 years later. Appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Happy fucking, what is it, Tuesday or Monday? Happy Monday.
I do want to pitch on what Shreddy said. If y'all really actually want to take time and learn about it, there's a 2-hour documentary on Netflix that
You know,
shows the videos of the planes hitting and everything everyone went through in the search and rescue.
I have an even better one that I've been watching for years, either going to the gym or just on the day, and I'll post it somewhere. It's made by the two brothers. That famous clip of them recording, I think it was Engine 9 or I think it was Engine 9 on Fulton. I don't remember actually where they were. They were in Midtown, but and where they record the plane actually flying to the building. That's a documentary, and they record from that moment until the buildings collapse, and then even some parts afterwards. It's a very, you know, not eye opening, but if you guys are interested in that kind of shit, it's very, you know, it's very interesting. I'll try to link it somewhere.
Shadow, I know there was some stuff you were wanting to speak about on this.
Yes. As many of you guys know me as or don't know me, I am a firefighter. Well, in this little game here, as this is a video game, I want to thank all you guys for actually showing up here. You guys could be going off, doing whatever you need, or paying or stuff like that. But this is a great little turnout we have here, and it's just to remember all of the people who died in 9/11. So today, I do stand before you as a firefighter, but I was not actually born during that time, so I have no recollection of any of the events that actually went down that trip day. But I do feel very deeply saddened about the whole incident that has happened. Our country faced a very downfall that day, but from our downfall, we raised back up. And from all of the ashes that we had that day, we stood strong and we stood together. We didn't have diversity or anything like going down. We weren't cussing people out on the streets. We weren't doing anything like that. Mostly everyone inside the United States were on their TV watching these events happen. And for the people who have lost so much, I would like to give another moment of silence for them. While I cannot claim direct, I'm not gonna read that anymore, as I cannot claim that I was even there. I've learned about this in school multiple times, and I've read over multiple of these articles, and it just saddens me because as soon I'm now just getting into the fire department, and for many years I've been told not to do this, not to do that, but looking at this videos and stuff that happened, these fire departments responded as fast as they could
User
and
entered
did
your channel.
everything perfectly. They did so much good there, but in the end, they were taken from us, and I truly just feel sorry for them. They did a very wonderful job there, and I am proud to join their fire departments and actually become a firefighter myself. I hope many of you guys who are actually active firefighters or active police can understand that this job isn't easy, this job isn't hard, but it is truly terrific. You get to save a lot of people, but you also have this to knowledge that you're going to see a lot of people die. But those people that you save can actually make a difference. They will go on to remember that you are the one who saved them. And I'm just never going to forget. Once I go out there, start saving some lives, I really do hope they start saving some more, so that sorry, so that my dedication can actually basically make a dent in this world. Basically, all I needed to say. I thank you all for coming, but I'm gonna let the next speaker go on and speak.
Trooper Gowdy would like to speak.
I was gonna go. Walker.
You go, and then Gowdy go after.
Hello, everybody. Nick Green here. And I do get called Nick IRL, but Green is not my last name. Anyways, so I am from the East Coast. Actually, I lived in New York City for a little bit, and I went to the 9/11 memorial, and it's jaw-dropping how significant that area is. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before, and it brought me to my knees that day. I was little, but it brought me to my knees. And today I am basically almost 17, a cadet volunteer firefighter for my small Wyoming town volunteer fire department. And one of the reasons I joined was because of 9/11. I actually before I joined my volunteer fire department, I made a little like pros and cons on a notepad, and one of the things was about 9/11, and I've served on my fire department for a little bit since March, and it's amazing. Like Shadow said, being on a fire department is unlike anything you've ever seen, and it takes guts. And you can imagine what type of guts it took to look at about a quarter or a half a mile tall building on fire, raining debris larger than trucks or houses, and saying, I'm gonna go up that and save some people. You can just imagine the guts on those people, and all of them deserve as much praise as we can. And today in school, I'm a high schooler. I'm a junior in high school. In my U.S. history class, we were just going over colonization, and we didn't even talk about 9/11 whatsoever. And I went up to the teacher and I asked, this was today, by the way. I asked her, why aren't we talking about 9/11? And she's like, it's not that important. We do it every day. There's no point in changing the schedule completely for just a day. And she was old enough to see the towers fall. She was, I believe, in her mid-20s when she saw the towers fall. And I couldn't believe that. And all the other students who are around my age who never saw the towers fall either, like me, basically just agreed with her. They said, let's just move on with class. We had presentations today, and it blew my socks away. The only person that talked about it was my English teacher. And out of all my 7 classes, my English teacher spent the whole day talking about 9/11 and the stories of him being in the classroom. And I really hope that in 50, 100, hell, maybe even 1,000 years, if we're still here, I hope people celebrate 9/11 just as powerful as we are, if not more powerful. It should be taught to all the generations. It should be taught how important, how graphic the deaths were, and how serious it meant to the families. And I believe the day we stop remembering and celebrating 9/11, in my opinion, is the day we lose our freedom. The day that all hope is lost for the United States. That is all.
Matt, go ahead.
Hello everybody. I go by a couple different names. Gowdy, Whacker, Matthew. If you're close with me, Matt. But at the end of the day, my name is Matthew. And y'all, I'm standing up here in game as, you know, this trooper with this gun on his hip and, you know, this tie on his chest. But at the end of the day, I'm a normal human. You know, everybody here is. They're all normal humans, just like the firefighters that ran into that building that day. They were human. Except they can't be classified in the same little bracket as us, because those men and women, they had 10 times the amount of bravery that I'll ever have. They woke up that morning, said goodbye to their kids, family, wife, husband, whatever, thinking it was going to be just another normal day at work. And they ended up seeing and working on one of the most horrendous terrorist attacks who have ever struck this country. I'd like to share a quote with you. If any of y'all are familiar with Robert O'Neill, he's an ex-SEAL team operator, and he, you know, was the one that dealt with Osama bin Laden at the end of the day. He said in an interview, "A woman whose last gesture of human decency was holding down her skirt on the long way to the pavement so no one could see her underwear. That's why we were going. She was just trying to get through her workday, live a life." There was thousands of people who died, as y'all have heard from everybody before me. My uncle worked at the World Trade Center that day. He worked on the 3rd floor in the 7th office from the elevator in the 2nd tower. The 1st tower was hit. He was lucky enough to be able to get out. He still tells me that story every day of the sounds he heard. How it felt like the earth was being torn apart, right in half. And me, I'm 16. I haven't, you know, lived life yet. Just thinking about that, it's hard to handle. Now,
User disconnected from
I'm
your
not going to do
channel.
another moment of silence because we've already had a couple of those, and not going to say a prayer or anything like that, but I just want to say thank you for everybody who's showing up here. Like somebody said before me, even though it's a video game, it still does mean a lot. I'm pretty sure I've taken up my time on stage, so I hope y'all have a good rest of your night. If I don't talk to you again, y'all stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you.
Would any other speaker like to say anything before I wrap it up?
So there is something me and Tiff was talking about. If anyone would like to participate, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the cars, get ARs, and we're gonna pop off about 3 shots to remember all those lives that were lost that day.
I got you. I'll join you.
One thing I'd like to do before we wrap up, even though this is just a game, I would like to shout out a few people who helped coordinate all this to make sure the community could all get together. One is Tiff, the administrator that helped coordinate all this. Chevy and Shadow were our major event coordinators alongside myself. Thank you all for showing up. This was a very big event. And let's not forget what happened 22 years ago today. We all ready
Chevy, you want to head over to the cars?
We all ready to head over to the cars?
We're actually, if y'all would like to get out muskets,
my
we
bad.
can do muskets.
Muskets work.
Let's just do whoever's up on the stage because I'm pretty sure we already have 7 up here.
Good job, gentlemen.
Yeah,
And
anybody who's
lady.
up on the stage here.
We have to have a car, by the way, to get.
No,
oh,
not
yeah,
the
you don't.
musket.
Not the
Not the
musket.
musket.
We need
All right,
someone to
everyone.
lead it
Alright, hold
off,
on.
too.
Walker, or
If anyone on the ground would also like to do this, y'all can as well.
Make sure it's
it's traditionally 7, but yeah,
It's
we're
fine.
good. Yeah, I know.
All right, everyone aim. Muskets,
Hold up,
by the way. Yeah, everyone can go ahead and aim up, though.
Well, it's
Whenever
ready,
we-
aim, fire.
Yeah, ready.
Yeah.
Ready, aim, fire.
No.
Oh, fuck, my bad.
That's
I was
fine.
just walking through the commands.
That's fine.
Oh shit, my boy.
Everyone hold on.
Here,
Oh.
I can do it. Hold on.
Who's fire squad command?
I can do it. I got
I'll
it.
do it. Don't
Oh,
worry.
you got it.
I want to get a picture of this shit.
Everyone aim above. Ready? Aim. Fire.
We haven't
Ready?
been told it. Oh, there you go.
Aim. Fire.
Do one more.
Ready?
Ready.
Aim. Fire.
We should all walk unanimously off stage together. Everyone start a line down. Lead line 2, go.
As I've all said, I really want to
Yeah,
thank
I
all
walk
of y'all for
slow as
coming
shit.
out. I love whenever the community can get together for things like this.
Yes.
Leo, if you'd like, you can hop in your cars and TP to a station. Or you
Oh
can
my-
DV
oh
and
my
TP there,
God.
whatever works best for you.
Oh,
Did someone get a picture of all the
Crap.
cars?
Wait, yeah, before anybody moves anything, don't move any of your vehicles yet. Did somebody get a picture of all the cars together?
Let's get all the
I'm-
units like lined up on this white line.
I'm currently going overhead to get one, but matter of fact, Matt, you're good at pictures, aren't you?
Who is it?
User
Not yet.
disconnected from your
If
channel.
No,
you're
I'm
good at
not. And I
pictures,
have to go nail them.
Okay.
If anyone has any footage from the convoy on, if y'all would like, put it into in-game clips.
And if anyone has any pictures or anything like that, I believe
Send
there's a
them-
gallery channel for that. Or
Yeah,
most
or
likely
if you
too.
have a picture, send it to myself, Chevy, Tiff, or McGillen. We can post them in official screenshots if they're good.
God bless you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
You too, brother.
Alright, y'all.
Who the fuck
Well,
is?
Drop that doc in in-game clips if anyone who's interested in watching it.
Why is this guy
User
hosting
entered your
pit
channel.
civilian pursuit
All right.
training?
Wait,
So we're gonna get out of that real fast.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay. So we're gonna get out of there. It didn't feel right to me
User
to
disconnected from
have
your channel.
my Cash App up there while we were doing all this, so I went ahead and turned that down. For everybody to know, that is my Cash App, but it felt wrong to have it up there while we were doing that. I took it out for that reason. We are done with the whole ceremony and doing everything, so we're gonna get out of here. So that was our little ceremony for 9/11, and hopefully some people learned some stuff from it. From here on out, though, we're going to be doing some roleplay. We will be going around as police officers and doing a little bit of roleplay.
User disconnected from your channel.
There you go. The parade is over. Okay, this is a dick thing to do,
It's your turn to do so.
and I doubt anybody's gonna do it though. We're just gonna kind of set up right here, kind of facing towards the highway a little bit more.
Sierra 10 radio check.
555.
User disconnected from your channel.
I'll just sit right here.
So all units about 1041 tonight.
Alright, now we can get to playing games. I kind of did the dick thing, but nobody came down the same path, so the dick thing didn't work.
EMS 6 is 1042 10.
So we're going to start this up this way.
User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected
We're
from your
almost into
channel.
it, bro. Speed limit 35. It's actually a cool sign. It's actually 45. Wow, thanks, it's 35. And because it's Los Santos, we're gonna go to our
User disconnected
casual
from your
spots.
channel.
First, I need to get out of my clothes and go into the actual good uniform. Actually, you know what? We'll stick to this. Wouldn't be bad for one day for me to be in actual dress uniform. So the thing I do
On Bravo 274,
It's
I'll
here.
be 10-8, God bless America, and I'll be looking at how those civilians are doing the pit training.
I don't know what that was. The guy over the radio. I have no idea what he was talking about. I might have left a little bit too soon. There's something over there at the light. Don't know what that was. So, we're gonna just sneak on back here. Get my radar going. Drop that down to 50.
User
And wait.
entered your channel.
This is my little sneaky spot. Well, everybody who was a part of my channel for that 9/11 parade and have fun with that. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry for everything that you may have been going through in your life or
User
personal.
disconnected from your channel.
Me, I think it's good that we spend at least one day to actually commemorate the people that who lost their lives. I was only 1 year old at the time, but at the same time, I think it's good that we did that. So, thank you if you have joined just for that. If you haven't and want to stick around and kind of watch my RP shenanigans, go for it. I do hope everybody in this channel is having a great day today and continue to
Oscar
have a
1-1
great
Tango 8
day,
could be
as
accessed
well
on
as
2
a
Tango 8, 2
long
Tango 8,
and happy
997, code 2 latest.
User entered your channel.
Disregard. Not on route anywhere.
But until we pull somebody over, we're just gonna kind of sit here for a minute.
1 Tango 8, mic check.
Lima Charlie.
I don't like that Lima Charlie. Lima Charlie. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. It's literally the same syllables. Like I do 5x5. 5x5, 3 syllables, which is actually short. Loud and clear and Lima Charlie take the same amount of syllables, so it's easier to say 5x5. And now we wait. How's everybody doing, by the way? What are we all up to? Nobody? If anybody saw my live stream yesterday of It Takes Two, me and the girl will be doing another one shortly. She's just not feeling the greatest right now to go and do the second part of that. Once we get through and actually are able to, we'll do a second part. Hopefully that'll be it for the parts. If it's not, then we'll do a third and fourth, and however long it takes. So hopefully it goes good, and hopefully.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting them. Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in.
Why?
Wait 30 seconds.
Shut the.
Once the router is back on
Alexa.
and connected to the internet, plug in the Echo device.
Unplug that. How about that? Okay. Apparently my Alexa wanted to jump on and say a few words.
One is 1311, 739 Red Bike. Like that one, 738.
We are being very, very sneaky. Shh. Don't let them know we are here. We're being very, very sneaky. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Okay? We're being very, very sneaky.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alrighty, y'all. I think that's gonna do it for today. I don't want to hold anybody else's time up and go through and do things. Thank you for joining the 9/11 parade. Hopefully you thought it was good, because last year we had even a worse one. Just for the reason that a bunch of people wanted to get into the parade and start fucking with things. So today we definitely got it a little better than that, and it wasn't as bad. Of people just messing around, not really doing what they're supposed to. So, in other words, I hope you all have a good day, and I will catch you later. Bye-bye.